Hey, kid, we're gonna say some stuff, and your parents will be real upset with us if they hear you repeating it, so scram. Get out. All right, on with the program.
Yo, Sketch here, the one and only. I'd rather have ham than pepperoni, but you already had that in your mind's eye if you truly know me. I just want to thank you all for your continued support of this little rinky-dink podcast. We truly appreciate it, and we're very excited to get properly into our tax day shenanigans. So stop shooting your calendar longing looks waiting for Friday, because unfortunately for you, it's Tuesday, and that means it's time to join us in avoiding reality. Rejoice! It's tax day, and our dutiful employees have arrived at Clint's door dressed in strange garb, and it's time for Mr. Earn to suit up in his finest rave gear and get this party started. As Meredith would say, plur baby. That's peace, love, unity, and respect for those not in the know. It's a new day and a new mission as they head to the train station. All aboard last stop, the Tax Day Rave Festival in Everwarm Park. Choo-choo!
Okay, it's tax day. You all just wait outside, and I'll get dressed in a jiffy, and then be right there with you, and we can go get this fun party. It's a party? We can...
Yeah. I've heard raves are parties.
Rave.
Do you need any help getting dressed?
Rob, get out.
Because I know this whole ball thing, that took me a while. It was really complicated. I could help you. Like, I don't want to wait 2 hours.
Rob, look, come here, Rob. He's gonna get an arm around his shoulder, smash one of the balls accidentally while he does it, and, like, whisper into Rob's...
It just flops out.
Audio.
No, don't flop your balls
Dude,
out. God. Why would you say it like that?
Well, it's just time.
Look, I don't mean to be busting your balls here, but yeah, Clint's gonna just lean down and say, Rob, you do look like an embarrassment, and I as your close associate, thought that I would let you know this. You do look embarrassing to people around you right now. You already have hanging spheres inside of your head.
Yeah, but these are glowing. I thought that's what it was all about glowing things.
Maybe we can find some artificial leaves and at least make it look like it's a vine. So that it's not
Sure.
weird. Okay,
Sure, I
great. Go
appreciate your
outside.
help.
You go outside, everyone, right now. And then that's like the end of his patience.
And Crablad just cloaks up again.
I just go into the corner where he can clearly see me, and I just turn invisible.
But if you're looking at me, then I know that you're there.
You would know that he's there anyways because you saw him go invisible.
Okay. So, get out, Crablad.
You just hear his little mech feet walk out the door.
I think as he's like getting out of the door, Clint lifts up a foot almost as if to kick Crablad out a little bit. Thinks better of it. Maintains an inner calm of dollar signs, and then closes the door once everyone is out, and he'll just change. It takes him 4 seconds to change. He's wearing... What's he wearing?
You tell me.
Oh, thank God.
What would the employees put Clint in for a rave?
Less conspicuous, right? Was the plan. Like, not dressing like an intern or an employer?
Yes.
Is key here?
Look like you're just a regular raver.
The employees had no fucking idea how to do this for sure. So he's dressed like a literal dollar bill. Nobody knows what that is, but to us it's funny. And it's, instead of a normal green, it's bright chartreuse. Just glowing bright. So looks like a caution sign, but with dollar bill signs. We'll make them the sign of the chip. Yeah.
Excellent. Is he just like wearing it like a big costume, or is he like
no,
painted?
No, it's a suit. He's wearing a suit, but it's bright chartreuse, totally like luminescent chartreuse, and that's like a bright yellow green for you peons.
Like the Riddler.
No, the Riddler's, it's not quite vibrant enough. More towards the yellow, and then the sign of the chip. Do we have a sign for the chip?
No, make one up.
Okay, it's just we'll say it's a check mark.
Sure.
So he's just got a couple check marks by the shoulder areas and on the sleeve cuffs, the cufflink check marks. What are they, like lapels? Is that what they're called? I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's the term.
Got his tie, the check mark pattern on it, and sounds good. Yeah.
Cool. Does he do anything with his hair, or does he keep it clean, slick back?
Oh, it doesn't even cross his mind to change his looks. He doesn't really understand what the Rave thing is. And he also can't quite comprehend revolt, or doesn't. Yeah. We'll find out the fun way.
Why would people revolt against Tax Day? It's the most wonderful time of year.
He's trying to celebrate. He's trying to rep it.
Okay.
The most wonderful time of year.
Okay. Can I make one change to my outfit?
Of course.
Okay.
Nude.
How did you know?
No pants.
Just he has those shoes that when you like step, it does little light up thing.
Yeah.
That.
You want little kid trainers?
No, but they look like luxury brand, high end
that's what I
for
was gonna
adults,
say.
for rich adults. But yeah.
They're like fine
Do they make noises?
leather, but there's just light up in the sole.
You know what?
Yes, perfect luxury leather uppers and then crappy rubber ball. That's perfect.
They're not crappy, but they're high end. Because I'm assuming that of the clothes that were in there, shoes weren't included. The suit thing is what corporate would have thought would be a good disguise. And he'd be like, yeah, that checks out. Get it? But these shoes are actually just his.
It's like his one secret.
They do have really cool Transformers Autobots, like transforming kind of sound when they light up, but he normally mutes them. That's just for his own playtime.
Okay, cool.
No, I definitely just bought these for the disguise. I don't use these in my off time.
I don't sit around on my own just like stomping my feet, listening to the sound and looking at the lights.
What else is he going to do at night?
Oh my god, could you imagine walking in at night with him hanging upside down, right? Somehow still wearing his
Kicking his
shoes,
little
but you just
feet.
see it like flashing from behind the curtain. Great.
Okay, so Crab Lad printed out tickets for everyone except Clint. And you guys are headed for the train station. How do you want to get there? There's a couple different ways you could do it, but you guys could tell me. It's close by, first of all.
Robert chimes in, are we walking there? I like a good walk.
I don't mind walking.
Yeah, go.
Close. Okay, let's go.
I would just like to basically have bailed on them, and they don't know where I am because they had to take the stairs and I had a private elevator that I just took to a limousine or something, and I don't need to take the train. Does that sound cool?
Yeah, so you take your elevator to the Loose End Bridge.
Is the Rave at the Loose End Bridge?
You're getting to the train station,
Okay.
which is one of the buildings that it would connect to. Basically, the way I see the Loose End Bridge, right, is it is an employee travel system mostly.
Okay.
So from this intern building, right, to the main building, also to the train station, which is like their...
Excellent. I'll take the loose end Skybridge. That sounds cool.
All right, cool.
Yep. Maybe tie up some loose ends.
Mhm. And you guys are just gonna walk normal?
Yeah.
Robert is already trying to practice his dance moves, so he moves down.
Dancing down the stairs?
Yeah, dancing down the stairs.
Okay, roll me in athletics.
Okay.
Do the balls jingle?
1 + 2.
1 + 2.
That's tree.
It's not. It's not looking great, and you're significantly slowing everybody down.
Slowing them down to marvel at my beautiful dancing.
Exactly. That's the cause. The one is the cause of the other.
These moves take time.
The chronomancing.
Meredith notices that Wick is a little underdressed for the occasion. So she says, hey, Wick, is that seriously what you're wearing?
Yeah?
To a rave?
Yeah, why? What's wrong? What is the issue?
It's not very ravey.
I'm already on death's door wearing this. I don't have plans to die today.
Look, if the point is that we need to blend in, I'll help you out a little bit. And she takes off one of her bracelets and says, here you go.
Okay.
Here you go, Wick. So you'll blend in just a little bit better, okay?
Okay, but I'm going to have to chop my hand off after this.
Beam chimes in as well, and he goes, I will help too! And he starts fucking strobing even harder.
Gonna overheat.
Beam's got the right idea here. Good job, buddy.
With Rob dancing down the hallway and the strobe lights, it does look like there's a little rave going on right now.
It's just like a mobile Christmas tree. Does it look like a group, like a caroling group, except for raves?
Yeah, it looks like a horror movie about a Christmas tree.
There's a lizard, a crab, tall ferret, like that one from that one from what was the movie? The ferret in the start that rabid. Never mind. And robot Christmas tree.
Yeah. Some lady walks out of the hallway, gets immediately blinded, and walks into a wall.
Damn, she noticed too hard. The powerful defense mechanism.
You make it onto the street, and simultaneously, Clint, you have made it all the way up the elevator and onto the loose end bridge.
Great.
And what both groups, I guess Clint's not a group, both the group and Clint.
Group of one. That's all you need.
Yeah. Looking down, Clint sees a massive parade ongoing everywhere in the city. Giant banners with text that would be illegible even if you were on the ground. Speaking of the rest of the group, you see it's completely crowded everywhere. The buildings and the sidewalks and everything are just littered with protesters. And looking at the banners, you can't really read what it says either. Because it is font size 12, I believe. Ghosty decided. There are these giant banners with just like this tiny text in the middle. They're very minimalist.
Is it like a government regulated thing? Like you can't have a font size bigger than this?
The employees can see it.
I was thinking of, that, so employees can see it. It's like fine print. Like, yay, it's tax day! And you owe us approximately... But even the tax day is not very legible.
We don't care from who, just somebody.
Yeah.
So you push your way past protesters
Can I
Yeah.
get closer to read font?
You can try to read the font, yeah.
Okay. Do I need to
Give me
roll?
an investigate, yeah.
Okay. What's my... Just a 5. I don't have a investigate bonus.
Okay,
good
yeah.
roll.
So you look at one of the banners, and it says, Hooray, tax day. Tax is good. Being taxed is good. You love giving us money.
Oh no.
It says.
I feel like I'm being hypnotized.
Yeah, in your mind, you hear the tax day song, which is just tax day. Give us your money, give us your money, give us your money, give us your money. And it's a melody that you just know. You've never like actually heard it.
Oh my god.
It's just like subliminally worked itself into all your minds. Because it's just this droning noise that plays constantly during tax day.
Yeah. Or when you're looking at an employer in the eyes, probably. Can I add 1 or 2 sentences to a bottom right corner?
Yeah.
All right, it's just I feel like it should be the employer slogan. You owe us, and we own you.
No.
Good, yeah.
That works.
Oh no. I hate that. It's so miserable. Oh.
Meanwhile, while you guys are pushing your way through protesters, Clint is distracted by one of his favorite parts of tax day, besides getting money, the giant floats.
Oh, yeah.
And there are floats depicting employers in piles of money with many arms outstretched in every direction. There's a large-scale representation of the original train that Winton Dimpleton started his humble business with at the beginning of time itself.
Wow, the local floative.
All of the classics that you're used to seeing every year.
He might slow down a bit and marvel at them from the view.
Is there a specific one that catches his eye?
I think, you know what? The train. Because he knows that he's headed towards a train station, right? It's just on his mind, and he's never fully appreciated the genius business move that was till maybe he doesn't know when. Because he doesn't have the best memory.
So, on the ground, you guys see that some of the employers that are walking around are getting, like, stuff thrown at them or spat on by the people protesting. And they're yelling all kinds of obscenities at them. And generally, people do not seem pleased, but this parade is just ongoing regardless.
Are they looking up at floats? Do they see the floats?
They're able to see the floats, but it's distracting how many people are around them, basically.
I see, okay. I was just wondering if any of them had been glancing up towards the sky bridge, because I would be totally visible as just like a bright neon yellow-green walking suit, or like standing suit.
I think Crab Lad would have been able to see you. He's fairly alert.
Meredith's pretty internally not has to hide it because she's okay. I'm on the job. I'm trying to keep a low profile, but she's actually pretty stoked about the protest. She's hell yeah, you spit on those employers. But she's okay. Job. Don't let them know.
You all arrive at the train station. Clint from the top, you guys from the bottom. And looking at the metacarpus from the outside, it's a familiar sight. The left and right metacarpus are two giant buildings that meet in the middle, sculpted out of glass to look like two arms crossed, descending from up above with palms flat against the ground. Fingers spread out, and from each digit, several train tracks extend outwards beyond the city and further throughout the greater circle.
Wow.
Very impressive.
That tracks.
But it's something Robert has seen before, so he is like, well, let's, he looks at the ticket and he tries to see what our station is. And he just points everyone out. There we go.
You were also just told to go to the left one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
I'm helping.
is Clint rejoining us?
I think I met up with you there, right?
He's already inside because he takes the elevator down from the top. So when you enter, you see him. Very
Am I being like attacked and killed by any chance?
Not yet.
Not in here.
So here's what I wanted to do, right? Once we find the train, which I assume that we probably already did.
You're not quite there yet. You can You can say what you're going to do now, or you can wait. I'll let you know when you're at the train.
Oh, I was just going to take that ticket that was for me and give it to Clint, and then I'm just going to ride on top of the train.
Okay, interesting. All right, I'll get to that for sure. So you're immediately brought into a large hall. The hand itself is huge, and it creates a large asymmetric dome above your heads. And the inside is full of like little shops, and there's a surprising amount of plant life, similar to a botanical garden. However, something about the plants themselves feels like hollow and lifeless and somewhat artificial.
They were AI generated.
Yes, you could say that. It would look similar to that, yes.
They have extra
Someone
fingers.
said, grow me a plant into ChatGPT.
Robert just scoffs at it and is like, they never managed to capture our likeness well.
I keep forgetting he's the plant.
Yeah.
He's the plant.
Like, he's not the robot. He's piloting the robot.
I don't think Clint
forget
fully
that
understands
too.
this either.
Yeah. So looking at the tickets is pretty easy to cross-reference with the travel board and just find your train. The station is also, once you get to the actual tracks, it's pretty packed with protesters, waving signs that say, "Bite the hand." The only place the hand reaches is into our pockets. And tax day, more like sucks day.
Okay.
And people are chanting similar phrases as you push your way through the crowd.
All right. Okay. So at this point, Clint is fully aware these people don't like tax day. And like with disgust, right?
He's visible.
But he's able to hide his disgust for sure. But I'm kind of wondering, like, do we still roll notices, or is it just a natural thing that we? How did we decide that?
You can roll a notice if you want to. I'm not gonna tell you to.
You won't tell us. Yeah, I would have liked to have rolled a notice up on the freaking Scar Bridge. You piece of shit. That's my bad. That's my fault. I do want to roll a notice now. I'm just looking to try to figure out. Like, this isn't the location of the rave, right? We're taking a train.
Yeah, you're taking a train. Yeah.
To the place, but these are a bunch of other people who are also presumably going to this thing. So this would be like the crowd.
No, these are just protesters in general.
Well,
They're just everywhere.
This is still him down on the street level, at least, in a building. But regardless, he wants to figure out, he just wants to notice the crowd. He wants details of it because their money is important to him.
Okay, yeah.
I rolled a 6.
All right. It's just all kinds of people, mostly young people of all races and creeds, really. No employers, unsurprisingly.
Okay, and are there any signs that would hint at, like, actual concern, or is this just typical young people, they'll grow into the subservience kind of thing?
This is what you would call a peaceful protest. There's like spitting at you and scoffing at you and stuff, but they don't like actually hurt anybody.
At Clint? They're spitting and scoffing at Clint?
No, Clint is dressed very strangely, so they don't really notice him.
Excellent. They probably love his shoes. Take secret pleasure in that.
Maybe. They're a bit distracted by being very angry at the government at large.
Yeah, thank you for the information. He is wearing a shirt that has a bunch of checks on it. That he's wondering. He's starting to doubt the efficiency of this, but that's all.
Cool. Okay. So you make it to your specific train line, and the train is standing there. It looks very sleek and modern and extremely minimalistic. And Crab Lad, you wanted to give Clint your ticket,
Well, it wasn't my ticket anyways. I printed out a bunch. It seemed like I wasn't going to give him one, but that was just the plan, to give him his ticket, and then I do my thing, which is not the right thing. Which is either riding on top or below the train.
So you cloak up, I'm assuming, before you do that.
I mean, probably.
Alright. I mean, I'm going to see if you can do that. We're going to roll a stealth on that one.
Okay.
And you have I think I said a +1.
Yeah, something like that. So that's my roll plus the 1 plus stealth, yeah. 8.
It's invisible, but also the rave light's going
8.
off.
Yeah, nobody notices as you just slip through the crowd and climb onto the train. You step in. The interior of the train is also very minimal and modern, but it's with nice upholstered seats and a lot of like subtle hints of color here and there that make the carts feel a lot more pleasant and less corporate than they otherwise would have. And Robert, you specifically, like everybody can hear this, but you take specific notice to it. There is a small family who are pleading to the conductor about being allowed passage. And the conductor goes, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. These tickets expired 10 minutes ago. And unless you can purchase new ones, there's really nothing I can do. And the dad in the family goes, oh, there's gotta be something. I promised the kids they could go to the big festival. And I would like to invoke Always Willing to Help from Robert.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Robert perks up. He just gets ready and he just steps over and he's, what seems to be the problem here? 10 minutes ago? Sorry for busting in like this, but I think our clock might be off. And I want to roll, what would that be? Report? Would that work?
No, report doesn't really make sense. I guess.
Will, maybe?
Yeah, Will. Let's do Will. Will makes sense for me.
Okay. 4 plus 2.
4 plus 2. And they go, I'm pretty sure I know the time, sir. I don't really understand what you're getting at here. Unfortunately, their ticket expired 10 minutes ago, and unless you could buy a ticket for them, there's really nothing I can do to help here.
Is that person a employer? That's
No.
Okay.
They are, most people in the city are either lizards or agathans, and this one is a big lizard lady.
Aaron, is Wick's like only purpose is to fight employees?
Yeah. What's wrong with
Other
that?
authority figures, who cares?
Yeah, Wick kind of like walks over, flexes, and then realizes it's not an employer and walks away.
I don't even know if I want to mention the terrifying image I got in my brain.
Of what?
Just like this big, like, really scary looking, like, robot mech thing with big claws with all red that just takes the guy and makes him disappear.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did you just kill the conductor?
He may or may not be dead. That's for him to decide.
Okay, we can get a ticket. How much can a ticket possibly be? He just got his ticket for free, and he usually gets his ticket for free because he's just riding the train for doing employer jobs. He's like, yeah, of course, I'll offer to pay for this family's tickets.
All right. So that is 4 tickets, 2 children, and 2 adults, and that rounds up to about 500 chips.
Oh my god.
And Robert's face on his little screen.
Before his face can even react, like frame perfect, pixel perfect response, Clint just goes, what do we have here? Hello? Aren't you 2 little cuties? You trying to get on board? And Clint just like hands what I don't know what kind of money devices are used here. Maybe like a chip. Hands a chip to the lady.
Yeah.
Like,
I just imagine it's like a digital currency, right? So it would be a credit card equivalent, which would probably
like
also
a
be
chip
referred
to be
as
scanned or to scan or something.
a chip card.
It looks like a Pringle. Okay, he like holds his chip carrier to the person and says, as he says, 4 of your finest seats for this family, please, thank you. And to Rob, You owe me. I'm trying to do his aspect selectively empathetic, but in a beneficial to himself kind of way.
Just another one for the top, eh, Clint?
He winks at Rob. He doesn't wink at the plants. He winks actually because it's very bright. Their posse is very bright.
Makes sense.
Affecting his eyesight. Crazy as that sounds.
It's not like Rob could actually look at his face anyways.
Yeah. Anyway, does that let the family on board?
Yeah. They go, oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I really
Okay, bye.
appreciate that.
He leaves.
Atlas bless you both.
Yeah, now that's what I'm talking about.
He's leaving them in the dust of his lighty uppy shoes.
He tries to shake Robert's hand.
And Robert holds his hand out and accepts, and he just waves his head in an effort to try to show off the Atlas blessing, and just, yeah, Atlas's blessing to you too, and just does a little wink emoji.
Thank you, kind sir. My name is Donovan. This is my wife, Millie, and my boy, John. And
I'm less convinced as it goes on. He's like, who did we just let on this train?
and my little baby girl, Jessa.
Jessa?
John and Jessa.
Jessa, yeah.
Jingleheimer
Okay.
Smith.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
It's wonderful to meet you too, sir. And your name is?
I'm Robert the Tomato.
That's wonderful. All right, maybe I'll see you on the train.
Yeah, maybe.
He walks in with his family. Yo, it's Sketch. I'm here with Ghosty, who's a little bit under the weather.
Yeah, the weather is usually up there in the sky, so I'm under it. Hi.
So if he sounds a bit less boisterous than usual, then that's why. I would just like to thank everybody for listening so far. Starting the second arc, pretty impressive. Of you, I mean, not of us.
You're welcome.
Our one listener.
But he thinks that I don't listen. I am listening.
Yeah, it's just when I'm talking, he's not listening.
Oh, what did you say? What?
So, I believe that Robert and Clint just helped Donovan onto the train, and now everybody's on the train, and nothing bad will happen, for sure.
I don't know. I've been listening, and I have suspicions. You know, now that Donovan's Onovan, the train Onovan, I think there's something going on again.
Could be. I would like to, first of all, thank LocalDeluxe for all of the character themes. I did the arc theme this time, so if it sucks, you tell me. Tell me about that, and I'll fight you. I'll fight you good.
I will not fight your battle, Sketch, but I think that your music is great, and also Locals.
Go check out LocalDeluxe. I think he's most active on Instagram, but you can also find him on Spotify, Twitter.
Yeah, send him a little picture of like a bee doing a funny twerk. He loves that.
He loves that, yeah, and chickens.
Chickens too. Not twerking though, just being chickeny.
Not twerking chickens, just chickens being chickens. So do that and tell him we said hi.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I would also like to thank Simon for doing the good episode cards. You may have noticed a brand new palette, which is something we will be changing each arc to make them very clearly distinct in your podcast browser.
Yeah, I gotta say, Simon has just been amazing with all of the art. Like,
oh, yeah, he's knocking it out of the park.
Oh my god, y'all should definitely check out like everything that Simon has ever had his little fingies in. Just yeah.
Should Google weird dogs, like weird combined with dogs. It's a webcomic. It's very good. Check it out. Simon made it.
Yeah, go buy Trivia Throne, please.
Yeah, buy Trivia Throne. Play with all your friends. Make them buy it.
I benefit zero amount from you buying trivia. In fact, it's a negative thing in the world for me. I hate trivia, but go buy it.
More trivia in the world is worse.
Yeah, the more the trivia, the worse my health conditions. The more under the weather.
It's time to get our shilling voices on and talk about the Patreon.
What's that?
So we have 2 tiers. We have the $1 tier, which gives you access to behind the scenes content, which is basically stuff we've already made, right? And the process of making it. So behind the scenes notes of how I plan for the sessions. Simon did a nice write-up on how he designed the logo for the podcast. Stuff like that is basically what you can expect.
Yeah, here, look at it this way. Sketch, if I may. Okay. Have y'all heard of parasocial relationships? Now, if you want to strengthen your parasocial relationship with us, then join our Patreon. It's that simple.
Certainly, because that also gives you access to our Discord, which is the best way to get parasocial with us real quick.
Yeah, maybe even social, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, right now, it's pretty, it's just us in there.
Yeah, it's just us.
I'm being completely honest. It's just us in there. So you could be the first one to just really get in there and just ride the train.
I get it.
Yeah, I meant that. That was intentional. So that you could get all that for just $1 due. And then at the $5 tier, the intern level, it gives you access to new content, which includes our recently released arc wrap-up for The Boy in the Chasm, which is like a simple little interview I did asking all of the players what they felt were the most exciting parts of the arc, how they built their character, all that fun.
Yeah. It's like a turkey wrap, except not turkey if you're vegan. But hey, I mean, none of those $5 increments, none of them go towards Clint, even though he is an intern. And I've been meaning to talk to you about this. Maybe now is not the time, but later.
No. Bring it up now. Yeah, let's hear it out.
I mean, Clint's an intern. Sketch. That's the intern level. That's
Yeah.
So I think it just makes sense that 100% of the proceeds of the $5 tier probably go to the person who plays Clint. That's me.
So we here at Pixel Punks do hear you.
Yeah.
And we are always interested in your feedback. However, I do believe that Clint has infinite money at the moment.
Okay, I just have one question. What's Pixel Punks?
Yeah. That's the company.
Oh.
It's our company.
I didn't realize I was an employee. Bonus passives unlocked in game. Continue watching on. Just can come back in scene on the freaking train with superpowers. Just you watch.
You watch. So at the $5 tier, you can also get our future one-shot campaigns. For example, one that we've been working on called Offspring. We did, however, have some minor technical difficulties. Somebody didn't record their audio.
I'm sorry.
It's a little bit of an issue. It was not Ghosty. It was not me.
Yeah, it is. I'm falling on this sword.
It was not Simon and Cassie. But I won't say who it was.
Yeah, it was Kevin.
Yeah, he definitely didn't. He was not part of the recording. That's why that's funny.
That was like a freaking reverse. I am Sparta right there. That was just you straight up pointing the finger via process of elimination.
Yeah, so we're missing some audio from that. I'm hoping I can edit around it, or we could get this mysterious person to edit in their audio in post. But it will take some extra time. So while we promised it would be out now, it is not out now, and we apologize deeply. I'm on my knees. I've got my face to the ground. I'm begging you for forgiveness. Okay, back to business.
Yay.
We will have more offshoots in the future that will go up there at the $5 tier. So get in early, and you'll get all of those as they come out.
Yeah, or, Sketch, I mean, some people, maybe they just don't want to provide us with any kind of money, and that is totally fine. Like, it is absolutely fine. Please just listen to the content that we make. We're pretty proud of our stories, and these are like little hangout sessions that we have in role play form. And you can always just tell your friends. It's that simple. You tell your friends about us, and you tell them where to find us at Avoid Pod, or talk about us on social media. I don't know, like fluff us up or whatever it's called. That's probably the wrong term I just used.
It's not called that, I tell you what.
Okay, don't do that, but whatever the cool new lingo is, like, riz us up, bro.
Yeah, riz us up.
Using the hashtag AvoidPod. Yeah, please.
Yeah,
and
hashtag AvoidPod, and follow us at AvoidPod on Twitter, Blue Sky, TikTok.
Like everywhere.
You can see us on TikTok.
Everywhere in the world. If you're on a forum that is a private forum made by like a 14-year-old computer genius, you could probably mention us there, and it would do good for the world.
Forums are notoriously hard to make.
Okay, well, you know what? I've never done it, so I
did it when I was 11, I think, and I was dumb.
Wow, he's rizzing himself up, guys. Look at this guy.
I got so much riz.
Okay, let's move on from that. One sounds inappropriate. Anyway, look, on the app of your choice, you could also leave us like a super awesome review. Yeah. Or a super crappy review. But just give us 5 stars. But like you could write like the worst review ever written. Just give us 5 stars though, okay? If that's
we joke a lot about the 5 stars thing with our silly little reviews, but it is actually incredibly important that you give us 5 stars, because it will completely tank our discoverability if you give us any less. If you give us 4 stars, that will be the same as 0 stars. That's how bad the algorithm is.
This is real stuff, okay? We're not talking to you like children here, because this is the stuff that matters to adults in the world.
Let me just turn my chair around and lean on it a little bit.
My hat's already facing backwards.
Yeah. This is the real business.
Yep.
It would also do us a huge favor and make us feel really good if, when you listen to the podcast, especially if you listen on YouTube, for example, you leave us a little comment. Tell us what you think. It really motivates us to see that people are listening,
Yeah. You know what could be pretty fun is if enough people leave interesting comments, and we could even like mention them in future mid-rolls, like what we're doing right now.
Yeah. Whatever you want to do for us is we're more than happy with. If all you want to do is listen, don't feel pressure. We are happy.
I'm gonna go leave a review. I'm gonna give 5 stars and say, these mid-rolls are so fucking long. Please, for the love of God, get back to the show.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave another one, and it'll say 5 stars. I came for the mid-roll, but I stayed for the show.
5 stars. The cheese that was in my cheese sandwich was not good anymore, but I still prefer the cheese sandwich to anything that you guys have ever created.
5 stars. Get back to making song covers on YouTube.
Yeah.
You hack.
5 stars. Bye-bye. I think it's about time, Sketch, that these guys get back to Avoid in reality.
Okay, you're all on the train, except Crab Lad, who is outside the train.
Oh, I'm on the train.
Literally on the train? Yeah, Kevin!
As per usual, I will ask for some set dressing. And And what specifically I want from you is I want some people on this train. I want you each to come up with a person or like a group of people that's on this train. I will give you a little bit of time to think by just like adding a person myself. And it is a large person made out of what looks like liquid life force. Imagine if Osmosis Jones was the size of Baymax. He's dressed in an ill-fitting trench coat with a white dress shirt that's a bit crumpled and seems maybe a bit too large for him, as well as recently ironed khaki pants and suspenders. He's currently sitting in a 4-seat stall by himself, with a table in the middle, paging through the news on a notepad-type device. And I won't tell you his name, because if you want to be introduced to him, you'll have to talk to him. But you guys do come up with names. So.
Okay, but like we don't know them, right? They're just the people that are passengers?
Yes, these are the people that are the passengers. Okay, Kevin, what do you want?
Mine was kind of a cop-out. I just thought it was funny if the guy that I confronted in the shower is riding the train, and I'm like looking in through a skylight or something like, well, even if I wanted to go inside, I'm not going in there now.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I believe that was Roger Goodbody
that was
or something.
It. Mm-hmm.
Robot or not robot, Roger Goodbody.
He is an Agathan.
Oh,
I have decided. Yeah. Could you describe what he's doing and perhaps what he's wearing? Because last time he was dressed for work. I assume he's not dressed for work now.
No, he is wearing a very nice button-up shirt. I don't know how to describe it. I guess the 80s aesthetic maybe, where it's like buttoned down really far and the collar sticks like way out. And he's wearing like maroon-colored pants and very nice black leather shoes. And he is just listening to music on like his little whatever they have in this future alternate reality. Alternate universe iPod.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Simon, your turn.
So there's this hunched over old lizard lady, and she is sitting there, and she has a little pet carrier where there's... I'm trying to think of, okay, what pets would they have in the world? There's... Okay. So there's this tiny old hunched over lizard lady, and she has a pet carrier. And you hear, as you approach, you just hear faint, like, gnawing noises. And you look close, and is that a grandmold in that pet carrier? Is it wearing a bow tie? This is very unusual. And you pretend you do not see it when you see it.
That's amazing.
What's her name?
Bethel.
Bethel. Good. All right, Aaron, you go.
Okay, so there's a detective on the train. He's Cumulan, I think, and he's got a very Mario Bros. Style moustache. He's in his 50s, and he's a bit of an old-fashioned person. He's wearing a suit and tie. He's got a big cigar, ill-fitting for him. He doesn't look like the kind of guy that would smoke a cigar, but he clearly does. He smells horribly of cigars. He uses some French phrases like he'll say, oui, or allons-y. He says those kind of things. And his name is Detective Cairo. Well, Detective is his title. But he goes by Detective Cairo. Cairo.
C?
K.
Yeah, C or a K.
C-R-O-K?
No, C or A-K.
A-K?
Yep.
What's his name?
Or A-K.
Cairo, like place, Cairo.
Like Cairo in Egypt?
Yeah, Cairo, yeah. Yeah, Cairo.
Okay, I got really confused because that's what I heard, but then you said K, and I didn't know, like, were you asking me how to spell his name?
No, C or A-K.
Okay.
Either spelling.
Yes, yes.
Cairo with the C or Cairo.
Yeah, no, I
It's
get it.
supposed to be a play on Inspector Poirot.
I get it.
Agatha Christie
Now
version,
that
yeah.
you've explained it, I get it. It's very funny.
I got it. It was
I
very
understood
funny.
the reference. I just had no fucking clue what you were actually saying.
Wait. He's Detective Cairo, but he's still French. Why isn't he like Egyptian, African, or something?
What other word would sound like Poirot?
Poirot isn't even a fucking word. It's just a name.
Yeah.
What if
But
he
like,
was
what
like
sounds
Marrow?
like it?
A fire-obsessed detective,
Hero?
and it's still Detective Pyro.
I think it's great. You should keep it. Are we
I
saying
like Cairo, yeah.
where they're sitting or standing or what they're doing as well?
Yes, I would like that.
Okay. So where's the lady?
The
old lady.
conductor lady?
The Bethel.
Oh yeah, where is Bethel?
She's at the far end of the train cart, kind of like in the corner, and you have people. You can tell that, okay, there's people already sitting there. They've inched away from her, so there's a little bit of space around her.
Okay. Cassie, you got something?
Oh, I'm trying.
Alright, then Ghosty first.
Okay. So remind me his name again, Roger
Goodbody.
Goodbody, and he's sitting down listening to some kind of listening device. Kevin?
No, he was standing, like, holding on to one of the thingies.
Okay, he's standing and holding on to the thing. He's like facing what direction?
Like, towards the inside of the train.
He's facing towards the inside
Yeah, he's
of the
not, like,
thing,
facing
the
the
train.
window.
No, okay. I'm gonna have there be standing right opposite him, also holding on to a thing, almost in a mirror, posture and everything, a robot-looking fellow of this exact same height, but this is a person named Roger Robody, and they happen to be wearing maroon long pants and black polished shoes and like a button-up 80s dress shirt, and they are listening to some music within themselves, but they're doing that like kind of thing. Yeah.
Just vibing.
Fine.
Yeah.
The one hand of the ear.
Little headbutts.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. Perhaps a double that Roger Goodbody hired after he got attacked.
Never be too careful.
Who's to say, really? Unsure.
Who's to say? Cassie, what do you got for us?
Okay. Oh God. How about there's a group of 4 young-ish top cats. Need more ferrets in here. They definitely look like they've never really been to the city. They're really excited. They're just sitting together, excitedly talking amongst themselves. They're still wearing their little top hats. They're just like still wearing a top hat. Huh? But yeah, they're clearly like first time in the city. They're here to see the festival. They're here to see stuff.
Yes, it's wearing a top hat is basically when an Amish person is like sitting on the train. You're like, oh
Yeah,
yeah.
they're like, wow,
Very
you're still
obvious.
wearing your top hat. Wow.
Okay, give me 4 names.
Their names are Larry, Barry, Gary, and Steve.
Good. Good stuff.
Oh, my goggles keep falling. Damn it.
Why you need a top hat so you can set the goggles on the rim.
I know, I should.
Yeah.
I honestly
Very
was thinking
steampunk.
of getting like a little fascinator. I'd be like, yeah, but no.
Gotta be one of those top hats
No,
with the
we top
curves.
hats anymore.
Okay, the train starts moving. And it's moving quite fast. Not like abnormally fast. It's moving the speed it usually does, but that is quite fast. So you're not really able to see much out the windows or anything like that. Like, the city is just blurring past you. And would any of you like to do anything on the train while you're just chilling and waiting?
Wick will decide to stretch his legs and wander around for a little bit. Is there like you said it's a luxurious, not luxurious, but high-end train, right?
Yeah.
Is there any kind of place to get a snack or a drink or something?
Yeah, there's a cart just for food.
Okay, he'll go and get some water and some kind of chocolate bar.
Okay. Ghosty.
Taxes are tripled on tax day.
What the hell?
Not my imaginary money that doesn't matter.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
It's the essence of the thing.
Yeah.
Unethical.
My conceptual money.
Okay, Wick's gonna go without the chocolate bar. He'll just have the water.
Now you would think the water is free, but not on tax day.
What? Oh. Good grief.
Meredith wants to try to steal a chocolate bar.
Okay. You can either roll me a stealth, or you can use grabby kleptopause.
Simon, can you pull up my sheet?
Yes.
Let me see. Wait, you say burglary or stealth?
Oh, there's a burglary thing? Then you can use that, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna roll burglary because that just seems to.
Yeah, that makes
Bit
sense.
better.
Okay. Look it up, dice. So 4 + 3 is 7.
Alright, so that's a great success. Yeah, you grab a chocolate bar. Nobody notices anything. Wick's a bit, or like the bartender's a bit distracted. Like, Wick's complaining a bit to him.
Distracted by Wick. Like, what?
Yeah.
What? This costs so much.
Like,
It's
I
not
don't
even
think-
cold, it's warm.
I don't think Wick's being a Karen or anything. I think this guy is just sympathetic to the fact that Wick can't afford water. He's like, hey, sorry, man. It's just how it is today. Tax day rules. What am I gonna do? I'm just a little guy.
I'm just a little guy.
I'm just a little guy. And I'm a big guy. I'm paying off a debt. Everything I earned from this job is going towards a debt.
I mean, we all in debt over here, buddy. That's just kind of how it goes, you know?
No, I don't know. It's not fair.
You seen all those protests, and I'm protesting for nothing, you know what I mean? Anyways, there are cameras here, so I should not be saying this shit. I did not sleep much last night. Just take the water, man, and just give me like 10 chips, and we'll call it even.
Ugh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, I put my Pringle down for him and he takes it. Whatever.
Put my Pringle down for him.
Yeah, and you get a tiny glass of water for your fucking giant crocodile.
It's not even a bottle of water. Oh
Get
my god.
Like this much water.
Yeah.
Is it like one of those little paper cones, like for marathon runners?
yeah.
Almost like 2 ounces of water.
Yeah. All right, Ghosty.
First of all, actually, burglary is the entry into a building illegally with the intent to commit a crime or steal. But no, I don't care about that. Really, just want to see if I can notice the theft happening. That would be tax evasion. May I?
Are you in this cart?
Where else would I be? I assume this is the only cart available because we
No,
only
there-
describe
okay,
people
so
in
there-
this cart.
So there are lots of carts
Uh-huh.
going down. They went to the dessert cart, or like the food cart. Did you follow them? Can you justify a reason that Clint would follow them to the food cart?
No, I definitely
You can't get me.
I'll shut up.
Nice try. Sneaky.
Gotta be really careful because not only are there cameras on this train, there's also a detective.
But detective is his first name.
Pyro.
It's gonna turn into Murder on the Orient Express over a chocolate bar.
Yeah. So, Crab Lad, roll me an athletics because you're fucking on this high speed train.
Okay.
Let's
What
see how well you're
is
doing.
my athletic? So I rolled a 7.
Okay, yeah, you're holding on. You're not having a great time holding on.
See,
You may be.
what I had imagined was that he just made them little spikes at the end lashed into the top and is now just chilling inside doing what he usually does. Does it damage the train?
With the little crab.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Can you destroy the
I
train?
mean,
Can you break the
probably.
engine?
I was.
You destroy the train, he asked as he's riding the train.
Yeah, can you?
Would you give me sweet death?
Or just bring it to a stop? Like, just do something funny to the train.
Well, I was going to at one point.
Destroying it is hilarious.
Okay, how about this? Could I have seen the whole theft thing happen or whatever, or Wit getting his discount?
Yeah,
I would rather.
if you
I
wanted
could
to.
like
Yeah.
cloak and crawl in through one of the windows and get a hold of the machine and hack it and take all the money.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Do you have any like computers or anything like that? Is there anything like that?
I would assume so, because they've got computers that have like their entire database of information. I assume that would include.
No, as like a
Oh
role.
no, I don't think so. I got resources.
Okay.
That's
Then just
about it.
no, just roll me a clean d6, and I'll need you to have like a great success.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. So a 5 or a 6.
It's a 3.
Yeah, nah. You go unnoticed, but you can't really figure out how their system
Okay.
works.
I'm just like pick up the thing.
Yeah. Just shake it and it doesn't open. You're just like, I tried.
Do you go back up on top of the friggin' train
Crawl
now? Like
back
what?
So,
Crawl
Meredith.
in, attempted theft. Yeah, okay, bye.
Meredith, you heard a little boop, boop in your from your phone.
Sorry, what?
Message.
A little boop boop.
You get a little message on your phone.
Okay, I check my phone. What's the message?
All right, you check your phone. It's from Benjamin Dunnock. It says, "Don't get on the train today."
Awesome.
And this is like a little text, right? So she just texts back, too late for that. What's up?
Bad news.
No response.
Oh,
Hey,
good.
well,
Yeah. And suddenly you all hear from the intercom, "A glorious tax day to you all. There's been a bit of a change of plans. You will not be arriving at your planned destination. Instead, the train will be accelerating faster and faster, and if anyone tries any funny business like trying to slow the train down or escaping, we will detonate the explosives we've hidden in every single cart. And just to show we mean business." Suddenly you hear a large from behind you. And as you look out the window, or Crab Lad, just look behind you, the cargo cart has gone up in smoke, starting a fire before being disconnected from the train. This also causes the whole fucking train to like rumble, so I'm going to need another athletics check from you,
Okay.
Crab Lad.
oh no.
At a
Better-
disadvantage.
Better crab hold.
Yeah, give me one at a disadvantage.
Okay.
You need to roll twice. Take the lowest roll.
It was the same either way.
boy.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The 5. Okay, yeah, you're holding on, but you are not chilling. And the intercom turns back on. "I do apologize for the inconvenience, but some sacrifices must be made. The revolution starts today. The hand will be severed, one finger at a time."